Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie, and today's video I wanted to share some ideas. This is going to be a new series on my channel where I show some of the manipulatives that I have made for my son Darian, who has autism. He's had it all of his life, or he regressed when he was 2, but it's one of the things that I didn't think was hugely special. I really just wanted to help him figure out how to learn certain things and learn it in the way that he knew how. And so my husband actually suggested that I do this, and I actually, as I was thinking about it, went, yeah, because if you know the autism world, and if you try to buy certain things from like manipulative stores, anything that has to do with autism, any toys, any sensory things, sometimes even like the step things to help them with their balance, like anything that could be considered a clinical toy or something that would help with therapies, it goes through the roof. And so the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, yep, you know what, we're going to make this a regular thing. And I'm just going to go over the things that I've made for my son in the past. I have a bunch of them, and I hope that it blesses you. I hope that it encourages you that you can do this too, because my financial abilities to pay for those things was not, we were a one income family, and we were paying school fees when the kids were in school, and it was one of those things we couldn't really afford. And so everything that I've made, I have made with my own 2 hands and with whatever miscellaneous stuff I had lying around. So I just want this to be something that empowers you, that you too can make things for your kids that help them learn and grow and discover and do all of those things. So this is all about the senses, what I've made for Darian. When he was, I think, in grade 1 or grade 2, they were talking about their senses. And so we went through this, and I would say, these are my eyes, they see, and this is my nose, and my nose smells, and so on and so forth, all the way down. And then we would go to his cards. Now again, all of it is just cardboard that I had lying around from something. And so I took pictures of Darian's hands, ears, his mouth, his nose, and his eyes. And under each of these things, I took pictures of things that were in his world. And then I just printed them out on my printer. And these are, like, it looks like they're laminated, but they're laminated with just packing tape, because packing tape is dirt cheap. And I would just cover them up, and it's attached and flipped just easily with packing tape. And it was just something that was, I mean, I just make this stuff, I don't know. But I use the things that are around me, and it makes a big difference, because when it's things that our kids recognize and it's something that they have all the time. So back then, it's not so much now, but back then he would still recognize this. This was his Tigger toy, and it was his favorite toy, and he would take it around and he'd have it by the neck. And so we actually ended up buying another one. And he would chew on the nose and stuff like that. But this is his Tigger, so his hand feels soft. So I wrote soft, his soft Tigger, and then his rough dinosaur, and his hot pot. Quiet on set, please. Yeah, it's the hot stove. So it was around the same time that I was teaching him safety and not touching things that were hot or, like burning himself. So this is our pot that he recognized, our stove that he recognized, and then the hot element. And then cold ice, because he liked to kind of play with ice sometimes, and so that was cold. So I feel, I touch. And then his ears hear the popcorn coming, because he loved popcorn. One of his stories he liked to read, and he liked to watch Muppet Treasure Island, still does to this day. His mouth, he loved blueberries. He doesn't anymore. Cucumbers, cookies, popcorn, and I even got a picture of him actually eating the popcorn. Like just fun little things like that that they recognize. I can smell my orange, one of the only fruits this child will eat. I can smell the popcorn. I can smell cookies that mommy makes. And then he can see the pumpkin that I had. He can see the Fraggles. He can see mountains. He loved looking at mountain pictures. And this one is, a picture from our calendar. So I just wanted to share the senses the senses manipulative that I made for him, because it did teach him in a way that was very applicable to him, made the most sense to him. And once we go through these cards a few times, all of these words he was saying, because it's repetition, and it's just, even to this day, I'll pull these out and he'll look at them. And so I just, again, it doesn't have to be, manipulatives don't have to be super expensive, super crazy. You can make them yourselves with, minimal effort. Well, not minimal effort, with some effort, we'll say. And you can do this in a way that really teaches your children, and you know your kids best. You know the best way that they will learn. And so I hope that this helps. I hope that that empowers you to just take the bull by the horns and go, what could I use my child's interests as, and transfer them to manipulative. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this encourages you, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.